Before we begin, I want you to stay with me until the end of this video. The biggest mistake people make is believing every product that claims to improve gut health. By the end, you'll know which claims are backed by science, which ones are mostly marketing, and how to avoid spending money on products you may never need. Have you noticed that over the past few years, everyone seems to be talking about gut health? Gut powders, detox drinks, apple cider vinegar, probiotics, prebiotics, digestive enzymes, fermented shots, even breakfast cereals are now being advertised as the secret to a healthier digestive system. It almost feels as though every health problem can be solved simply by healing your gut. But is your gut really that unhealthy, or has gut health become one of the biggest wellness businesses in the world? As a gastroenterologist, I treat digestive diseases every day. I often meet patients who come to my clinic carrying bags full of supplements they have bought after watching videos online or following celebrity recommendations. Many have spent thousands of rupees hoping to cure bloating, improve digestion, boost immunity, or increase their energy. Unfortunately, most of them are disappointed because their symptoms have not changed. In this video, I will explain why gut health has become such a popular topic, what modern science actually says about the gut microbiome, and how you can separate reliable medical advice from clever marketing. Let us begin with the good news. Inside your intestines live trillions of microorganisms, collectively known as the gut microbiome. Although the word bacteria often sounds frightening, many of these microorganisms play an important role in keeping your digestive system healthy. They help digest certain foods, produce essential vitamins, convert dietary fiber into beneficial substances called short-chain fatty acids, support the protective lining of your intestines, and interact with your immune system in ways that scientists are still working to understand. Over the past 2 decades, research into the gut microbiome has grown rapidly. Scientists continue to study how these microorganisms may be linked with conditions such as inflammatory bowel disease, diabetes, and even certain skin and brain disorders. It is an exciting area of medical research, and every year we learn a little more. However, whenever science uncovers something promising, businesses quickly recognize a commercial opportunity. We have seen this pattern before. First it was antioxidants, then detox products, then collagen drinks and superfoods. Today, gut health has become the latest wellness trend. Supermarkets, pharmacies, and online stores are filled with products claiming they can improve your gut microbiome. Some companies even offer home gut microbiome tests, promising to identify exactly which bacteria you need before selling you customized supplements. The problem is that many people spend a great deal of money without ever addressing the real cause of their digestive symptoms. One thing I always tell my patients is this: truly effective medical treatments are supported by scientific evidence, not by celebrity endorsements. When the evidence is strong, the science speaks for itself. In the next part of this video, let's examine some of the biggest myths about gut health. You may be surprised by how many popular beliefs are not supported by good quality evidence. Now, let's look at some of the biggest myths about gut health. These are misconceptions I hear almost every day from patients who come to my clinic, and many of them have spent a significant amount of money on products that promised far more than they could actually deliver. The first myth is that everyone should be taking a probiotic supplement every day. This idea has become incredibly popular, but it simply isn't supported by good medical evidence. The word probiotic refers to live microorganisms that may provide health benefits when used in the right situation. The important point is that different probiotic strains behave differently. They are not all the same, and they do not all produce the same effects inside the body. Certain probiotic strains have been shown to be helpful in specific situations. For example, some may reduce the risk of antibiotic-associated diarrhea, while others may benefit selected patients with certain digestive disorders, including some people with inflammatory bowel disease. But that does not mean every healthy adult should take a probiotic capsule every single day. Think about your parents or grandparents. Most of them never took probiotic supplements, yet many maintained good digestive health for decades. What made the biggest difference was not an expensive capsule. It was a balanced diet, regular physical activity, and healthy daily habits. Another important point is that many probiotic products sold today have never been properly tested for every health claim printed on their labels. Attractive packaging and persuasive advertisements are not the same as strong scientific evidence. If you are already taking a probiotic, there is no need to panic. It does not automatically mean the product is harmful. It simply means that probiotics are not necessary for everyone, and they should never replace proper medical evaluation when digestive symptoms continue. Before we move to the next myth, I'd like to ask you something. Have you ever bought a gut health product because of an advertisement, a celebrity recommendation, or a social media video? If you have, type gut in the comments below. I'd genuinely like to know how many of you have had that experience. Now let's move to the second myth, and this one has become an enormous business. Many people believe that the digestive system needs regular detoxification to stay healthy. In reality, your digestive system does not work like a dirty pipe that needs cleaning every few weeks. Your intestines are designed to move food and waste naturally. At the same time, your liver filters waste products from your blood, and your kidneys remove them from the body very efficiently. That is exactly what these organs are designed to do. Most so-called gut detox drinks, powders, and cleansing programs have very little high-quality scientific evidence showing meaningful long-term benefits. Some simply act as mild laxatives. Passing more stool may make you feel lighter for a day or two, but it does not mean your body has been detoxified or that your gut microbiome has suddenly become healthier. The third myth is one that causes unnecessary worry for countless people. Many assume that if they feel bloated after a meal, they must have an unhealthy gut. That simply is not true. Bloating can develop for many different reasons. Eating too quickly, consuming too many gas-producing foods, overeating, constipation, lactose intolerance, irritable bowel syndrome, or conditions such as small intestinal bacterial overgrowth, commonly known as SIBO, can all produce very similar symptoms. This is exactly why you should never diagnose your digestive health after watching a 30-second social media reel or by buying an expensive home testing kit. The same symptom can have many different causes, and the right treatment always begins with the right diagnosis. So, if probiotics are not for everyone, detox products are largely unnecessary, and bloating does not automatically mean you have a damaged gut, what truly supports a healthy gut? The answer is much simpler than most advertisements would have you believe, and that's exactly what we'll discuss next. So, if expensive supplements and detox products are not the answer, what actually helps build a healthier gut? The encouraging news is that the most effective strategies are also the simplest. They don't come in colorful bottles, and they don't require expensive monthly subscriptions. Instead, they are everyday habits that consistently support your gut microbiome over many years. One of the most important things you can do is eat a wide variety of plant-based foods. Different vegetables, fruits, legumes, nuts, seeds, and whole grains provide different types of dietary fiber. Your gut bacteria use this fiber as nourishment, producing beneficial compounds known as short-chain fatty acids. These compounds help support the lining of your intestines, contribute to a healthy digestive environment, and play an important role in overall gut function. The key word here is variety. Many people eat the same few foods every day and then wonder why their diet isn't providing all the nutrients their body needs. The more variety you include over the course of a week, the greater the opportunity for different beneficial bacteria to thrive. Seasonal fruits and vegetables, dals, beans, chickpeas, whole grains, and other traditional home-cooked foods can all be part of a gut-friendly diet. You don't need exotic ingredients or expensive imported products. In many cases, the foods already found in an Indian kitchen provide exactly what your gut microbiome needs. Physical activity also plays an important role. Regular walking, cycling, yoga, or any form of exercise that you can maintain consistently supports healthy digestion. Exercise helps keep the intestines moving normally, improves metabolic health, and contributes to the overall balance of the gut microbiome. Sleep is another factor that is often overlooked. Many people focus on supplements while ignoring the fact that they sleep only 5 or 6 hours each night. Your digestive system, like every other part of your body, benefits from adequate rest. Aim for around 7 hours of good quality sleep whenever possible. Poor sleep over long periods can affect your metabolism, appetite, stress hormones, and digestive health. Stress management is equally important. Have you ever noticed that your stomach feels uncomfortable before an important meeting or during a stressful period? That is because the brain and the gut constantly communicate with each other through what doctors call the gut-brain axis. Ongoing stress can influence bowel habits, worsen bloating, and make symptoms of conditions such as irritable bowel syndrome more noticeable. Simple habits such as regular exercise, meditation, yoga, deep breathing, spending time with family, or even taking a short walk outdoors can help reduce stress and indirectly support better digestive health. If you smoke, this is another good reason to stop. Smoking affects far more than your lungs. It also has harmful effects on the digestive system and is linked to several gastrointestinal diseases. At the same time, try to keep highly processed foods to a minimum. Foods that are heavily processed often replace fiber with refined ingredients, added sugars, and unhealthy fats. They should not become the foundation of your daily diet. Another habit I strongly encourage is avoiding unnecessary antibiotics. Antibiotics save lives when they are genuinely needed, but they should not be taken for viral illnesses such as the common cold, most sore throats, or uncomplicated viral fevers. Using antibiotics when they are not required can disturb the normal balance of bacteria living in your intestines. If you're finding this information helpful and you enjoy practical, science-based advice on digestive health, please consider subscribing to this channel. My goal is to help you make informed decisions based on medical evidence rather than marketing claims. The important message is this: your gut microbiome responds far more to the choices you make every day than to the latest wellness trend. Consistent, healthy habits will always have a greater impact than chasing miracle products. But there is one mistake many people still make, and in the next part, we'll discuss why ignoring persistent digestive symptoms can sometimes delay the diagnosis of a serious medical condition. Gut health does not require expensive powders or miracle drinks. Your gut microbiome thrives on healthy daily habits, and that is what has the greatest impact over time. Unfortunately, this is where many people go wrong. They spend a great deal of time and money buying one supplement after another while ignoring symptoms that genuinely need proper medical evaluation. They keep changing probiotics, trying detox drinks, or ordering another gut health product online, hoping that the next one will finally solve the problem. Meanwhile, the real cause of their digestive symptoms remains undiagnosed. This is something I see regularly in my practice. If you are losing weight without trying, please don't ignore it. If you notice blood in your stool, even if you think it is probably piles, get it checked. If you have persistent loose motions, worsening constipation, or abdominal pain that continues for weeks or months, despite healthy lifestyle changes and simple home remedies, don't keep treating yourself with random supplements. The same applies if you develop recurrent vomiting or your digestive symptoms continue to become worse instead of improving. These are situations where you should see a gastroenterologist. Some digestive conditions require prompt diagnosis. The earlier the cause is identified, the easier it is to begin the right treatment. Waiting too long while relying only on over-the-counter products may simply delay the care you actually need. Many people are surprised to learn that the answer is not always complicated. Sometimes, even a simple blood test can provide important clues about what is causing your symptoms. In other cases, your doctor may recommend further evaluation based on your medical history and examination. The important thing is that the diagnosis comes first and the treatment follows, not just another random supplement. Before we move to the final message, I'd like to ask you one question. If today's discussion has helped you look at gut health differently, type microbiome in the comments below. I'd really enjoy reading your thoughts, and your comment also helps more people discover reliable, science-based health information. The gut health industry continues to grow because there is genuine scientific interest in the gut microbiome. At the same time, there is also enormous commercial interest. Whenever an exciting area of medicine captures public attention, companies naturally try to build products around it. That is why it is so important to separate good science from clever marketing. In the final part of this video, let's bring everything together into a simple action plan you can remember and use every day to protect your digestive health. Before we finish today, let's bring everything together into one simple message. Your gut is important. The science behind the gut microbiome is real, and researchers continue to learn more about it every year. We now understand that the bacteria living inside our intestines play an important role in digestion, immune function, and overall health. However, there is a big difference between good science and good marketing. Why is everybody suddenly selling gut health? The answer is simple. There is genuine scientific interest in the gut microbiome, but there is also enormous commercial interest. Whenever an exciting area of medicine becomes popular, companies naturally see a business opportunity. And when science makes marketing easier, the facts can quickly become exaggerated. Think about it. Every few months, there seems to be another gut powder, detox drink, probiotic, enzyme, or testing kit claiming to transform your digestive health. Some products make promises that sound impressive. Others are promoted by celebrities and social media influencers. But popularity is not the same as scientific evidence. One thing I always tell my patients is this: if a product sounds too good to be true, it probably is. There is no single capsule that can magically repair your gut microbiome. There is no detox drink that can cleanse your intestines overnight. And there is no shortcut that can replace healthy daily habits. The good news is that looking after your gut is much simpler than many advertisements would have you believe. Eat a wide variety of vegetables, fruits, legumes, whole grains, nuts, and seeds. Include enough fiber in your daily meals. Stay physically active. Aim for about 7 hours of sleep every night. Manage your stress. Avoid smoking whenever possible. Keep highly processed foods to a minimum, and don't take antibiotics unless they are genuinely necessary and recommended by your doctor. These habits may sound simple, but they are exactly what your gut microbiome thrives on. Consistency has a far greater impact than chasing the latest wellness trend. At the same time, never ignore symptoms that deserve proper medical attention. If you notice blood in your stool, unexplained weight loss, persistent abdominal pain, ongoing diarrhea, worsening constipation, repeated vomiting, or digestive symptoms that continue for weeks despite healthy lifestyle changes, don't keep buying supplements and hoping they will solve the problem. See your doctor and get it checked. Sometimes, even a simple medical checkup and basic blood tests can identify the real cause much earlier. Early diagnosis often leads to simpler treatment and better outcomes. Remember, your gut is not something you can fix by buying the latest product that comes onto the market. You protect it through the choices you make every single day. Unfortunately, good science and sound medical advice rarely go viral. Catchy advertisements usually do. That is why it is so important to separate evidence from marketing before spending your hard-earned money. If this video has helped you understand gut health a little better, please give it a like and share it with your family and friends. You may help someone avoid unnecessary products and encourage them to focus on habits that are truly supported by medical science. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.